Hey everybody, welcome to ABC's RPGs, where we teach you how to play your favorite or brand new to you tabletop game. I am your host. I will be your storyteller. My name is Justin. My pronouns are he, him. I do not have a character because the storyteller is the one who weaves the adventure together for our players. And having said that, I'll let my players introduce themselves. Who wants to go first? Dalton, you want to go first?
Sure.
Hey, first person I saw.
My name is Dalton. I have he, him pronouns. Should I introduce my character or just me right now?
Yeah. You can go ahead and introduce your character. Okay. Like, the
cool
elevator pitch for it.
Yeah, I'm playing a character named Benny Grebe, who's kind of like an internal like enforcer type guy. Make sure people are following the rules, following traditions. Not making a bad name for other werewolves out there. Dan, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. What up? My name's Dan. I also have he, him pronouns. I am playing a character named Kevin, just Kevin, who was a glasswalker, ghost glasswalker, Ragabash clan, I think. Essentially, he was just a cybersecurity guy working for a tech firm when he got an email that he got laid off after working. Yep, he was working for Bitter and just got laid off and just raged, turned into a guru right there. And all of a sudden, just started caring about the environment and stuff. So that's Kevin. And without further ado, Ashley.
Everyone, my name's Ashley. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing a character named Taiga. She is actually a wolf-born Garu, so she's a little bit different. I refer to her with she, her pronouns, but because she's wolf-born, I don't know that she has a really strong grasp of gender identity. I don't know that she particularly cares. But she's been a really fun character to play. She is a Theurge Heart Warden, so she's kind of like got some mystic stuff going on. She really likes Heart Wardens are really into kind of protecting the kind of the local environment. In particular for her, she wants to protect the hunting grounds for her pack. And without further ado, Spencer.
Hey everybody, I'm Spencer. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing a character named Z Osmond. His concept is wise, philanthropic, hard ass. So with that, his auspice is the Philodox, very wordy, kind of like following the rules, kind of giving commands type of werewolf, very much by the books. His tribe is the Children of Gaia. Very much, Children of Gaia are very much of the healers of the world, but also solving the puzzles and mysteries of Gaia, the Earth Spirit herself. Our patron is a spirit, is the unicorn. Just a little bit more about Z. We went into this a little bit last session, but he runs. He is the head of a nature conservatory, which we nicknamed Conserving Now. CN for short. But yeah, he has an environmental organization that's all about trying to restore preserve nature and parks and such like that, and also werewolf on the side to rip off some heads. But anyways, that's Z.
Part-time werewolf, full-time environmentalist.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, so before we really get into it, we do have a point of order that we need to address. In our last stream, we were playing with some archaic rules that are no longer applicable to 5th edition. The rules, they were fun. Last session, I told my players that ones cancel out successes when you are rolling for checks, and that is not the case. So I am sorry to our viewers. Sorry to the players. Sorry to the fans.
It was cool to kind of see how older editions did it compared to now.
Mm-hmm. And we also had exploding tens is not a thing. I still like them, but they're not part of the canon of this rule set for 5th edition. Do feel free to use them. I think that people like hearing the clicking clacks. So giving your players more opportunities to roll is fun, but the critical successes 10s just count double. As the reason why they did this is because in 5th edition they really tried to streamline play so you could continue with the story and kind of make the story move quicker. So rather than having more math and more time spent rolling, you just the 10s are extra good, double successes, moving on, sort of ideology behind it. So, if you like using the exploding 10s thing, go ahead and do that. If you don't, don't. It's your game. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Not your mom.
If you're looking for 5th edition dice roll rules and stuff, they're located on page 121 and 122, where it kind of goes over criticals and total failure.
Mm-hmm. You can also be a little bit more strict if you want to add a little bit more kind of. You can have your general rage be rage dice, so that your first 3 dice of any pool are rage dice. So you can add a little bit more sense to your rolls if you want, but again, I'm just a talking head. You do what you want.
You're our story weaver.
Next thing that we're going to do is we are going to talk about experience, because we didn't do experience last session. Experience and the rules behind giving out and leveling up can be found on pages 110 through 111. 110 and 111. We are also going to make use of some of these alternative progression rewards, because I want our team to enjoy actually increasing some of their stuff. So we're going to do both. I'm going to be very generous in this. And that's so the team here can kind of, we can go through it so you can kind of see what that would look like. Normally speaking, your campaigns might last a little bit longer, and you might not level up as much. But we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're also gonna do some experience, some progression, some character progression stuff as the story goes on this session, so you will all get to see that. But we're just gonna dive right in so you can see what this looks like, viewers. The first thing that I'm going to do is give everybody 1 experience point for playing. Everybody gets 1 every round. Every time you play, you get 1 experience. So just showing up, you get that. One of the other situations where you can get experience, typically worth 1, is someone does something remarkable during the session, the whole table appreciation. And I think that I think everybody did a good job at that. Everyone, at least somebody said in the group said, wow, when somebody did something else. So everybody's going to get that one as well. It's a very similar, using a skill, gift, or trait in kind of a clever way, or coming in clutch. I think everybody did a good job of that, or at least you made me laugh at some point. So everybody gets another experience from that. We're also going to do one of, and this is going to be a fun way for us to do a little bit of a recap as a group. Everybody's going to tell me something important that your character learned last session. So we'll do that real quick. Ashley, you're at the top of my screen, so kick us off, and then we'll go Dalton, Dan, Spencer.
One thing that my character learned that was really important was that there's a bunch of culty shit going on, and we found 4 dead bodies, but none of them were Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I learned that there's some of them cult of Fenris fuckos operating in my city.
Good.
And that should not be allowed to happen.
Experience for both of you. Dan, what you learned?
Kevin learned that he can have faith in his companions and that his team is capable of figuring things out.
Yes, Lone Wolf learns that the true treasure was friendship.
Right. Unlike his tech team at Bitter.
Yes.
Set with infighting and never got anything done.
It was friendship all along. It was the friends we made along the way.
The real treasure was friendship. Excellent.
True.
1 point for you. And
Thank you.
Spencer.
I think Z probably learned he could lean on Bill, his coworker, a little bit more because he was, he was gone for 2 days. So like experiencing Bill just like scooting past that and being like, all right, I don't know what you're doing, bud, but here's what's important. That may have been a little bit of a realization for Z that like, okay, Bill has his back a little bit more than he realized before. And even said like, hey, actually, here's the situation going on. We're missing a coworker and stuff like that. So Hannah. And that kind of like started a little bit of journey on the adventure. So yeah, I think that's what Z learned. Z learned that like that was surprising to him that Bill was just so accepting. So yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to also give some skills based on what you guys did last session.
Before we move on, just to make sure everybody just got 4 experience points, correct?
Yep, everybody could have 4.
Great.
You guys did a pretty good job. Everybody could have 4. Actually, you are going to get an occult dot, so increase your occult.
Yes,
yes, because you were doing lots of penumbral and stuff like that. Same thing with you, Spencer. If you don't have it, give yourself a dot.
I don't.
You helped. You used that penumbral sense, and I believe you had the conversation with the rose bush.
Well, Tyga helped Z out, but yes.
Yeah. Well, you guys did that together. And I think I'm going to give Dalton. You also going to get another dot in occult because of your learning about the Fenris stuff. Or you know what? Just give yourself another dot in occult.
Cool.
Or you can choose. Or you can get a specialty. You can have a cult and give yourself a specialty with the Black Spiral or the Cult of Fenris.
Ooh. Like a specialty in them? I think I'm going to do that.
Perfect.
By the way, if everybody at home wants to follow along on experience points in awarding and receiving and how to level things up, that starts on page 110 and goes all the way through 111.
And
Just want to get page numbers out.
Yep. Z and Dan, you were you did stuff. I remember you did stuff. You helped track down. So
yeah, he made an app that allowed us to analyze. What did he analyze? That
you did app. So give yourself. Where I'm looking. What is it? Tech. Why do you not have it? Why is there no? Oh, tech. Yeah, give yourself another dot in tech.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because I have 4 tech.
Oh, no.
Maybe a
You
specialty.
can, yeah, you can. If you have a specialty, you can give yourself a second one. In app building.
Hacking apps. I'll put app dev. There we go.
App dev, yes. Awesome. Okay. So, now that we've gotten that done, when we last left our pack, they had gone deep into the woods and found out that there had been a dark ritual performed in the middle of the woods, and that there had been some sort of ritual suicide that had caused some harm in the Umbral world as well. They have leads on a man called Rickard Mueller.
Yes.
Who is missing from the scene, as is Hannah Harcourt, as they found an empty grave where Hannah should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You guys remember anything else?
Is Richard the politics guy, or is that a different guy?
Yeah, Rickard is the politics guy.
He's doing some dark shit to get power.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah's husband is also a coder. That's how I think Kevin knows him, if I remember correctly.
Hannah's car was not at Patel Darby.
Yeah.
That's right.
So there is a strong chance that she was not even at the park at all, like we thought she was.
That's right.
Alrighty.
There were
Cool.
2 people involved in this ritualistic suicide thing as well that left the scene, and they were humans, not Garu, I think.
Right.
Yeah, that bush had a lot of stuff to say.
Yeah.
Well, did the bush specifically say they weren't Guru, or just that they were in human form? Like, did the bush have been able?
No, we asked. They said that
Okay.
they were people, not because we asked.
But does but did that mean like they weren't like maybe Garu as in like good Garu? Do you think maybe it meant like they were evil at all, or just they weren't werewolf?
My interpretation was that the bush was saying that they were just human and that the Garu had abandoned them, and they were sad that we did that. But Justin can give us further input as the Lord.
Good. Won't.
Yeah, maybe our plant speaker should have done a better job talking to the plants.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to talking to plants.
We explicitly asked, and they said that they were human, not
barely.
Well, the plants could also be wrong. Like,
this is true. It is just a rose bush.
yeah.
I'm not really sure the IQ of a rose bush.
But what about the EQ?
The umbral spirit of the rose bush might not interact with the world around it the way you expect it to. It might not understand what it's looking at. It is
that didn't clarify.
It's the rose bush.
That didn't clarify. That's just normal game master speak.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yep.
So remind me, where are we right now? We're still in the woods, right?
It's like 1 in the morning. You are in the heart of Cope's West, which is a project that your characters learned was a passion project that Benny Grebe, or not Benny Grebe, sorry, I'm looking at character sheet, that Rickard Mueller was had taken over He is now the president of, and had used that to kind of help build his dark influence. Yeah.
So since we've dug up some of these things, right? And I've been told that 2 people were here and left. I would like to start trying to look for evidence of the direction the 2 people that left went and try to follow them.
Okay. Why don't you give me a resolve and investigation.
Investigation.
Mm-hmm. You are investigating.
Oh, there it is.
And you are intentionally doing it, so we will be using resolve.
Okay. I, as part of my patron and like tribe, the Gale Stalkers, one of my favors that my patron, the North Wind, gives me is I add a die to dice pools related to the pursuit of prey. Do we think that counts in this situation? Okay. So I've got 3 pips in resolve, 2 pips in investigation, and 1 extra die because I'm pursuing prey for a total of 6d10.
Yep.
All right. And higher than a 6 is a success on a die roll. Okay. So that is going to be
Well, higher than a 5, right?
6
So
or higher. Yeah. All right. So that's 4 successes.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you rolled a 10, so it's 5.
You have to get a 6. Critical success is double 10s. It's pairs of 10s is really good. Is what doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess I didn't understand that. I thought that if you rolled a 10, you got 2 successes from it.
How it's written in the book is every pair of successes counts for an additional 2 successes. So if you roll 2 10s, that would count as 4.
If you roll 3 10s, that's 5.
Yeah, because there's only 1 pair. If you roll 4 10s, that's 4 successes, and then plus 2 for each pair for a total of 8.
It seems unnecessarily complicated, but we can talk about that in our post-campaign discussion.
Sounds good.
But I got 4 successes on my check to find like evidence of like what direction these folks that were here and presumably did at least part of this headed. Trying to figure out where that went.
Yeah. You see a pair of footprints leading over to a pit, actually. And in the pit, it looks like a fire pit. And in the fire pit, you also see that there are bones and what looks like animal teeth in it. And there are, you see at least 2 skulls. As well as kind of a fair amount of other bones that weren't all the way burned. It looks like it was kind of done, like, they lit the fire, and as soon as they got, they put it out at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And you also remember that while you were looking at these bodies, there was on the faces of the bodies of horses. So, what's that info?
Yeah.
Did you Did you clarify what species the skulls were from?
The human?
Were they humanoid or were they?
No, they're dogs. They look canine.
They look canine in nature.
Mm-hmm. And you find that fire pit because you see as you're searching for these, the footprints you find, you see 6 people coming into the glade. And because before, it looks like one person left the site, as well as wolf prints heading out back, kind of the way you came in.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they went off in a different direction, kind of further into the woods. It looks like they went back on the trail that you found as you came in. Because of you walking in and not having this, there's just too many footprints really kind of to tell exactly where they went, but it kind of looks like they went back out the way they came. But you do see one set of human prints and what looks like one set of wolf prints. But the wolf print seems to kind of go off from the human print.
Mm-hmm.
The human prints go directly back out the way you came, and it looks like the wolf prints kind of peter off back, and the wolf did go off into the woods.
Gotcha. But it's a little too messy to like exactly follow.
Yeah. It's there's just too much debris and stuff. You know, it's really difficult to track a wolf in the woods.
Yeah.
Especially one that's maybe trying not to be found.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like, I'll relay that. I'll be like, oh, I investigated, found like some prints going in various places, but it looks like whoever did this isn't really around anymore. Like it looks like they two sets of prints. One went off into the woods. One kind of like looked like the way we came. So if it happened recently, like within the last few hours, then we probably would have run into them. Possibly.
Or they're still here. No, I'm just saying stuff to say stuff.
Benny, how big are those skulls?
They are, and I like hold up, but I guess I'm football sized. I don't know, smaller than football sized.
Are they like Chihuahua skulls? Are they like lab skulls? Could they be wolf
Don't
skulls?
say that. Take that back.
Yeah. So, Dalton, you know that maybe a couple different species.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like maybe these might have just been.
Yeah, I think Ashley wants to know.
They are too small to be a wolf skull.
I think that's what Ashley wanted to know. Yeah.
Yes, that is what I wanted to know.
Yeah. Wolves are very large creatures. Their skulls would be kind of sizable. These are clearly not wolves.
Okay, but still canid.
But it's still canid in nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So follow-up question. Benny, did you see any paw prints on the way in too? Like
on the way in, no. I don't think anybody saw.
Dead dogs here then if they didn't walk them there.
I mean, I've heard a rumor of wolves that have more dog-like lupus forms to like blend in better. Like Garu, who their lupus form is more like dog-like and could blend in better in society, kind of like smaller.
Z mutters under his breath, wish I had it done.
Well, you had the option to take that in character creation.
Okay. Now that we're done breaking the fourth wall here. So, it's like 3 a.m, getting on.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do now?
I open another iced coffee that I brought last time, and I offer another one to Kevin. Hey, you want another one?
Oh yeah, man. I live on the. Absolutely.
I asked my party, do you think we should make new graves for them, or should we just rebury them in their current graves.
Aren't you a wolf? What do you know about grave burying?
Excuse me, I am in my glabro form.
Yeah.
I think that would be a question.
A larynx. Thank you very much.
I think that would be a question for our lore keeper, like Justin and also Spencer's character, who is an expert on rights and things.
Oh yeah.
These are just humans.
Yeah.
So I think, especially Benny might not be so concerned.
I'm not. My suggestion was going to be to burn the bodies.
You know what?
I'm here for it.
Kevin, give me an intelligence and wits check.
An intelligence and wits check. Why, I can do that. So to confirm, I've got 3 wits, 3 intelligence, so I'll roll 6 dice.
Fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this. I was looking at how Roll20 works. If you add like a greater than 6 at the end of like your roll command, it'll tell you like how many number of success, how many like dice were above that number versus like just adding them all up. So like if you look at my rolls where it says 1 success, 4 successes.
Wouldn't it be greater than 5?
Oh. Well, what did I typed in greater than 6.
You need equal to or greater than 6. Which you can also type in.
Yeah, I'm looking at my roll where I got 4 successes and it counted the 6 as a success.
Yeah, it worked.
Well, let's see. It didn't matter for me anyway. I got 1 success, Justin.
Well, at least we got 1 and it wasn't a total failure.
Yeah.
That's okay. You know that this is a crime scene.
That's fair.
What were you having me do a particular like kind of check?
Nope. But
Were you having me do a Moida check, because I am specialized in Moida.
oh yeah, give yourself then what's your wait? Was that what is where's your investigation murder? Yeah, give yourself an extra die for that specialization. It's not, but yeah.
One
Yeah.
more die.
One more die.
One more.
1 D10.
Didn't matter. Well,
There's
that's
a
okay.
universe out there where it hits and it does matter, though.
Just not ours.
Well, you know that this is a crime scene.
People were moided.
I think Z at this moment would be thinking that, hey, we dug up, because we only dug up one body, right? We dug up the one body, we're investigating it, found the stone. Z might be thinking that maybe we want to conceal our tracks, just know that
all the bodies.
Yeah, all the bodies got dug up.
Me too.
Well, I was going to suggest we rebury them, but that's going to be a lot of work now. So
Did we
I'm
go
with
over
Benny. Let's just burn
since you dug up all these bodies? Did we go over who you found? Oh wait, did you?
We went over that it wasn't Hannah was any of those bodies, and then the session ended. We did not discuss
the others.
Okay,
the others.
so you have these 4 exhumed corpses.
Yep.
Just
we sure do.
On the ground in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're in their graves still, but yeah.
They're in their graves. Okay, yep. So you have, so they're not
we
even
didn't
fully
drag them out of the graves.
Yep. Okay, so you have these uncovered corpses.
Uh-huh.
In the middle of the woods.
Huh. Can you elaborate on what they look like?
Yeah. There are 2 what look like female corpses and 2 male corpses.
Can I search their pockets?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
see. Z specifically is looking for like a wallet for identification, but if he finds other things, he'll. So.
Awesome.
Don't loot the bodies. That's rude.
Tyga, I'm looking to identify them. I'm not taking this stuff. I'll put it back.
Okay. Wipe your fingerprints off. Actually, Tyga would not say that. She does not have a grasp of fingerprints.
Yeah, I don't think Tyga doesn't even know about like possessions. I don't think she.
This is actually metagaming.
Z.
Yeah.
Because and deduction.
Oh.
So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to let you take the half.
Okay.
Because you can go ahead and just do this with your pip.
Perfect.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting.
Justin, real quick, what is taking half?
Oh, taking half is a concept in this game where if your available pips are greater than the difficulty check, you can go ahead and do it. You auto succeed. You have the time to do this. You are not under duress. You have the available skill to go ahead and search the bodies on your own. And one thing that's really cool about Werewolf is that the in the story, especially since you described what and why you were doing it very well, the goal is to let the players go ahead and not like fail something that they couldn't really have to fail simply because their dice rolls are not great.
You said because I have a specialty in deduction that helped me. That helped to the roll. Investigation, deduction.
Yeah. You'd have like 7. Even if the DC was 3, you'd still get it. But the DC is only 2. This is a pretty routine thing. You like going into searching the corpse's pockets is something you can just do, dude. They're not going to fight you. Pickpocketing is a completely different story, but this is not pickpocketing.
They're not zombies.
They are hunks of meat. So you go through the pockets, and as you're going through the pockets, you pull out their wallets. Their cell phones are still there.
Oh, do they have any charges though?
No, they're dead.
Oh, luckily, Kevin is here and has portable cell phone chargers.
Okay. All right. Well, you can take the phones if you like.
I'm like digging through the pockets, and I'll hand off each cell phone to Kevin.
Yeah, I brought one, but like 2 cords. So
okay. You also notice that as you're going through the wallet, all of their money is there. Like some of them have more money than others, but like it's very clear that nobody like took the money.
Robbed.
There's still money. Yeah. So for example, you find Aisha Kreider, who looks about 55, or in her 50s. She has like $200 in her wallet.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good chunk.
Aisha?
I think we should try to cover up the tracks a little bit, because we don't want police or anything getting involved in group business.
Well, that was going to be my question.
So
do we want police involved or no?
In her pocketbook, you see a picture of a younger man, maybe in his like 40s, and her. It's a picture of Aisha and a younger. Aisha is also about 40 or so in this picture, with a man that's. You also see another picture where it is Aisha and 2 children, a boy and a girl. The man in the photo is not in it, but that's she's got some of these pictures in her in her wallet. You also find the other woman is looks like her mid-30s. Doesn't have any pictures in her wallet. He because nobody cares to pick, like, that's kind of an older person thing.
We have cell phones for that.
You do find a business card that says owner on it. Her name is Jacqueline Bates, and it matches the ID in her wallet. And you find it's a plant nursery in Columbus.
Is it Groovy Plant Ranch?
Yeah, it's Groovy Plant Ranch.
That's not Columbus. That's like Sunbury.
Shut up.
It's like Delaware.
Oh, that's a real business?
Yeah. Groovy Plants Ranch is a real business north.
It's not used.
Yeah, let's not do that. I just thought you were coming up with a great one.
It is great. I mean, it's a great business. Yeah,
it is
fantastic.
The new plant dance.
Yeah, you find it's super rad flora.
Yes, I love it.
Is the name of the business on the card. The two male, there is a Mitchell Erickson, has significantly less money in his wallet than some of the others. Looks to be about late 20s.
Yeah, nobody carries cash these days when they're in their late 20s.
Yeah. And that's really, a couple of cards, whatever, not much, just a young person's wallet. So
like a Kroger plus card. I mean, a Doger plus card.
Yeah.
Could you repeat his name?
Mitchell. Yeah.
And there is the other male, maybe late 30s. He has a Circuit Court of Columbus. There's a couple of them in there. His business card's a prosecutor on it. And their name is Joy Amadou.
Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit harder to wind back. That one's going to be a little bit harder.
As you're investigating these corpses, you also notice that the axe is on their face. You notice also with the other bodies as you begin to dig them up. Remember how we talked about so these are all four that you've dug up. You dug up the other three, I guess. I don't remember who we said, but one of them was missing. Dan did a murder check, his Moida check, and found that there had been a kind of intentional incision in the abdomen.
Yeah, heart removed.
The heart was removed. His murder check is going to continue to be in effect.
Moida.
Moida. The Moida check is still in effect because we really haven't left the scene. So even though we kind of stopped playing, this is still very much so relevant. You see the ash on the heart.
Oh.
You see another one has ash on the stomach, and it looks like a liver is missing.
Mm-hmm. Different organs are missing.
The other one is missing an arm, the whole bloody thing.
The whole thing.
Yep, and the other one is missing. It looks like it was almost surgically removed. at the hip. Other than that, though, they're like fully clothed. It doesn't look like the bodies were defiled. Not liver, but stomach. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, so one is missing a leg, one is missing an arm, the third a stomach, and the fourth their heart. There is ash marks around where the incisions were made.
Were there human arm and leg bones in the fire pit?
No, you didn't see anything. Well,
because that would be like obvious. Like that'd be significantly bigger.
It would be. Yeah. So no, you don't see human skulls. You don't see like what would look like a human rib cage. No. There do not appear to be any human bones.
Mm-hmm.
So where did they take this stuff?
Maybe they put it in something or someone.
Where indeed? Yeah. So that's it's the birds are starting to chirp.
Yeah.
It's starting to get lighter.
I do show all the IDs and the other interesting things I found with everyone, like the plant, the business owner, and the prosecutor and stuff. So everybody has that knowledge. Just
if everybody's in agreement, I'll start covering the bodies back up.
Yeah, I think we should still take the information. Like take like their stuff, like their money and their belonging, like any valuables, to make it look like a robbery.
Why are we covering up the murder of somebody else?
Because
when we weren't
this has some sort of guru involvement, and any police involvement is just going to make it harder for us. This obviously needs to be handled on the umbral plane, or at least within our means. Like there's some other supernatural stuff that's going on here that I think police are just going to slow us down. I think we need a.
On the bright side, it's the middle of freaking nowhere, so.
And honestly, it's probably
unlikely.
I mean, it's not the middle of nowhere. It's a fairly popular metro park.
It is.
Well,
it is.
There's that wolf understanding. There's that just.
It is. Cops West is currently being developed, and it was set up in a relatively remote part of the park. You guys did have to go fairly into the woods to get there. That being said, there was a trail.
Yeah. Is it the weekend?
Someone roll a.
What day of the week it is?
Oop.
Was it a specific day we had our rite before, like our initiation rite, or?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. You know what? It's like 3 days later. Yeah, and you were missing for 2 days of work, so it's like Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. If this is like a part of park that's being like actively developed, that means like at any point in time, like work crews or something.
Yeah, we don't have.
If it's the middle of the week.
If we really want to cover this up,
It's getting lighter.
Z turns to Benny and goes, "Hey, did you see where those footprints ran off? I saw you were looking at them."
One set just went out into the woods. I couldn't really get a follow on it. They were more wolf prints, and that'd be pretty hard to follow. And then another set kind of went back the way we came, presumably back to like the entrance somewhere.
Justin, did I find car keys in their wallets or in their pockets?
Yeah, their person's pockets, stuff like that. Their purses and pockets. You found some car keys.
Maybe. Oh, I wonder if those are the cars out there.
Why would they voluntarily drive there?
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they got kidnapped, and then the person just used their car to get here.
Yeah, they might have just or Or they might have just been having a nice afternoon jaunt at a metro park and got abducted in the woods.
That makes the most sense, actually.
Or they all know each other.
Do we think there's anything of note in their cars, or we should
Guys,
leave the key?
hey, we should continue this
He's up.
We should continue this conversation not here.
Probably a good idea.
Let's.
Okay.
Will somebody help me rebury these bodies?
You're a
Y'all
wolf.
can shift into wolf forms too.
You're a wolf. You're excellent at digging. Don't tell me that you haven't, dug in the sand on a beach day or dug a hole in the ground. Like, come on, you'll be fine. You got this, Tyga.
I'll shift into my hispo form to be better at burying things.
See, there it is.
I'll shift into Glabro.
You notice? Sorry, with your thing on. So we talked about Jacqueline Bates. He has a wedding ring.
Yeah, she had the photo and stuff too, right? Oh no, you said Jacqueline Bates. Sorry.
Yep. Jacqueline Bates has that was Aisha. He has a wedding ring on too. But the picture of her and her children were like young adults. They look like college age.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe mid-20s.
I take all like rings, cash, valuables, being very careful not to leave fingerprints.
Okay.
I changed my mind. Shift.
You have looted the bodies. Yeah.
I shift to Lupus and start burying the bodies.
I think Z was specifically going to shift into Glabro to help Tyga bury the bodies again, but that does cost me a rage check. So should I make a rage check to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget exactly how that works. Is it just a D10 that I roll?
It's just the 1D10.
Okay. It is a 2, so I go down, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was at 2 rage. I am now at 1.
Yep, you failed your rage check and had to spend the rage.
Yep. But that's okay. I'm in Glabro now, and Z, in the most dainty way possible, kind of does like one of these motions when he's like moving the dirt on the bodies.
Oh.
He seems oddly uncomfortable doing manual labor.
Weird for the guy who owns the
nature
environmental organization, but okay.
He's the head of the company. He's not. Anyways.
Kevin, do we have internet access out here? I forget.
No. You might have like one bar, but you're
No.
We can check.
But the phone should have, probably 15-20% charge on them. So,
okay.
Once we get out of here, we can start seeing if they know each other. Once we get out of here, emphasis on get out of here.
It'd be quicker if I wasn't the only one burying bodies.
I'm helping.
You're not doing much.
Does everybody help?
I don't bury bodies. All right, listen, I don't do that. That's not my Ken job. All right.
Okay.
My Ken job is computer. Okay, so let's just leave them. Let's just leave them. Let's just go. Let's just get out of here. It looks like a robbery turned weird ritualistic suicide. The police won't have any idea what to do with this, and by the time they figure out their head from their butts, we will have solved this and can cover our tracks. So let's.
Kevin,
Tyga will not leave until the bodies are covered.
Okay, that is Tyga's prerogative. I'm gonna get in. Whose car did we drive here?
We've got a little bit of a hike to do to
Yeah.
get back to the.
Get back.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hiking.
The sky is that it's getting to be dawn. It's officially dawn.
Yeah.
The sun hasn't risen yet, but it is that signature kind of gray blue that comes before sunrise.
Team. Sorry. Maybe because I'm Glabro, does my voice go a little bit lower? So maybe I'm like, team.
I don't know.
Do you think we should get to the bottom of this? Try to figure out who caused this mess. We have to be around. This is their site.
I already told you where that they left already.
Yeah, but they have to be around here somewhere. Right?
No, this clearly happened more than at least multiple hours, maybe days ago.
Yeah, the ashes are stone cold. The
Okay.
earth is kind of dry. You guys did notice, these were the edges of the graves were kind of clean-ish. So you could maybe make the guess that this was they were dug with an implement shovel. There's no machine tracks, so it's not like they had a backhoe or anything like that. But you can kind of tell. Tyga knows a hand dug hole when she sees one. Ain't that?
She does.
Yep. So it's probably about 4, maybe 4:30.
Don't you mean a paw dug hole?
Paw dug hole. Yep. You guys still have a half hour hike back to maybe an hour, depending.
Are the bodies covered yet? Am I done?
Yeah. You're done. You had Z help you.
I imagine I did 3 of them and he did 1.
Yeah, because he was effetely pushing the earth back onto it. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than it was when you started this process. The birds are much more active than they were.
I just want to say I would like to think that Z was doing it daintily because he didn't want to get dirt on his fur.
Nice.
I can respect that, Z.
Thank
Too bad I'm already 10 minutes into the 30-minute hike on the way back to the car.
Yeah, same. I mean, I left a while ago too. I could care less about the human corpses and whether they're buried properly.
I'm here to help you, Tyga.
Well, we're done. So we start. I'm going to start loping back as a wolf. So I imagine that it's a lot quicker for me.
Just fucking leave Z in the middle of the woods.
Hold the elevator.
He was just like, okay, all right, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you later.
Oh,
Stop and jump back and wait for him.
Start walking back.
Completely leave him.
I'll start making my way back to the car too. Yeah, behind everyone. Do I move faster in Glabro form?
You get a
Let's get a 2-die bonus.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah.
No.
So if you're running,
Yeah,
you're a little faster.
cool.
Wolves are actually quite fast. But so you wouldn't be as fast as you were in, say, Krynos or Hispo form, or even Lupus. But yeah, you're faster than a person.
Cool.
Humans can run at about 10 miles an hour. You're probably booking it at about 15.
Nice.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but
You say humans can run at 6 miles per hour.
Dude, treadmills go up to 12 miles an hour.
Kid.
The human calf muscle starts ripping itself apart at about 27. So that's
okay.
about the
So
upper limit.
you being in Glabro form, then you're
Probably have a land speed closer to like 30, 35.
yeah, I was going to say 2025.
Whoa.
There's no way. I call
Maybe 20.
sprinting. You wouldn't be sprinting the whole way back.
Not the
That'd
whole
be
way.
like your top speed.
I'm talking, top speed.
Yeah, average human speed tops out at about 8 miles an hour. So, the fastest
Like
anyone
6
has
miles an hour is a 10-minute mile.
yeah. So Usain Bolt can run at about 27 miles an hour
For 100 meters.
for about 100 meters.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Maybe you're going
we
at
didn't,
like 12 to 15. Okay.
We didn't define the parameters of what we were trying to establish. If we're talking about what is top speed.
The point is
Yes, you're a little bit faster.
I'm a little faster. That's
Ashley and Z are able to catch up to the rest of the group, having ran and being non-human. Because I also don't think that you guys were, and wolves can run at about 35. They're fast.
I'd like to clarify, I was not sprinting the whole way back, though.
That's a running speed. So that's not even, that's a short burst, and they can maintain a nice speed of about 25.
Okay, perfect.
So, anyway, so you guys catch up to them in a reasonable time. You aren't like super behind because you are running, trying to catch up. And it's dawn. It's dawn. You are getting there. You are getting back just at sunrise. And looks like the park ranger's running a little bit late this morning.
That's good.
You guys, it's sunrise, and you guys are covered in dirt. And there's a wolf and like a glabro.
Yep.
Standing in this parking lot.
I was going to shift back into a human before I stepped out of the woods.
Okay, Ashley's naked.
I put my clothes there when I left, so I put clothes back on.
Okay, so you anyway, the park ranger is not there yet.
Does the park ranger get a plus? Get 1 dice for being well caffeinated?
The park ranger is running late. He's not well caffeinated.
He's MIA.
Well, he's grabbing coffee.
We all get in the car and we dip, guys. We gotta go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Ashley's in the car.
Fine.
Ashley is in the car. Tyga is in the car.
I've been in the car.
Oh, okay. Everybody in the car then?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
I mean,
Pull out. Gates open.
Hey, do you guys think this is a little suspicious at all? That nobody's checked in yet?
what? No.
Usually the park ranger's here by now. Does that mean something could have happened?
I mean, it's fine. Who cares? We've got other things.
What do you mean?
I show up late to my job all the time.
Yeah,
Fine.
people show up late all the time.
We're
Running really late this morning.
don't you?
Oh no, it sounds like he's running really late this morning.
No, he's not there yet.
Is there Justin, is there like an office that's like a buy that maybe I can swing by and kind of peer in to see if there's anybody else there or like
Leave.
You want to go find the office?
okay, no, if everybody's telling me to leave, then we'll
We're
leave.
telling
Okay,
you to leave.
We're
Okay.
covered in dirt.
Okay.
And probably blood.
We look
right.
sus.
Sorry, I thought
You look
maybe
sus as fuck.
something happened to the park ranger. That's what I thought was going on. Okay.
No,
And-
Justin was saying we were very lucky that the park ranger isn't here.
Okay.
Yes,
Then,
that is
then
what
we
I was
leave.
trying to lay down.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go.
Kevin, while Z's driving, I want to ask you to look up
No, you close the gate behind you and you drive off, and you don't get found.
Yep.
Did you have to roll for that?
I was rolling for it.
Nice. That's awesome. We got really lucky.
Yeah, you did. my D10 doesn't want to screw you guys over. I was doing, gave you guys like he's running back. I guess he's running like an hour late. You didn't see him.
He's like, nobody wants to be here at dawn, anyways.
Yeah, I was rolling every 15 minutes.
Oh.
And you guys wanted to bury those fucking humies.
Hey, we did it.
You did. They're reburied. Yeah, once dawn hit, it was rolling every 15 minutes. So it's about like 6 a.m. now.
All right. Well,
it's going to take, I don't know, however long it takes to get back from Patel Darby. It's probably like an hour.
30 or 40 minutes, depending on where the office is and showers. I need a shower.
By this point, I do shift back to Hamid form.
Okay. That's a free shift. No rage required. Same with you, Ashley, because you were going from Lupus to Hamid. Nothing. Okay. So you are hitting that 270 belt right about now.
Dalton said that Benny wanted to do something.
Yeah, I wanted Kevin to do some investigative Googling, especially about the prosecutor that we found, and maybe if they have any relationship to the politician that we're investigating.
Yeah. Oh, and while I'm doing that, I hand the phones to Benny, and I turn them on because they've been charging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should probably look through their texts and look through their phone history too. See if I've got a sneaking suspicion they were all here to meet each other.
Okay.
I don't know. I just spidey senses, wolf senses.
Yeah.
While I'm turning the phones on, since I don't have a Faraday cage with me, I try to turn on airplane mode as soon as possible. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you turn on the phones, you switch over to airplane mode.
Oh yeah! Wow, I didn't even think about that. Huh? Shows how much technology I know.
For you,
really gives me high hopes for all my data over on Bitter.
Fine, don't worry.
Well, I got fired for data leaks.
When you turn on, one of the phones, you actually notice that the screen on one of them is the same. You're pretty sure you found Jacqueline's phone because it's that picture of her kids, or Aissa's phone. And there's a couple of texts to the effect of, hanging out with my friends. I'll text you later when we're back. Blah blah blah. Like kids send you. And the contacts are named Amy and Byron.
Who names their kid Byron these days? Cyrus.
And there is a you find one phone has just a kind of forest background on it. This one has a lot of text though. It's like ping 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 ping. Honey, I'm worried. Where are you? One that you notice says, enough is enough. I'm calling the police. I'm scared.
About when did those start? Like when?
I mean, they're missing.
Okay. About a day ago. Sometime yesterday.
About a day ago.
And
about a week ago.
That's when they were getting messages like of people worrying about them.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially for Jacqueline and Aisha. Aisha's the text on Aisha's phone don't seem to be that worried. You know, there's Gen Alpha slang on them. I don't know what that is, so there it is. That's what it is. Gen Alpha slang.
Yeah. Can I get like an about timestamp?
Dinner last night was bussin', and that was from a few days ago.
Bussin'. Okay, that was kind of what I was wondering. Like timestamp on like either the last sent message or like the last like time a message was read on the phone to get an idea of like the last time they were using it and had access to their phone.
A couple of days ago.
Okay.
That's not good.
You also notice, so Mitchell Erickson and Joy Amadou's phone, a lot of text to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are kind of filthy.
Oh.
Ooh, they're together?
You probably guessed that from the nature of the text messages.
Or was it a grinder date?
No. It's not just like dick pics. There's like you can, there's things like cool, see you tonight, love you too, that sort of thing.
Okay, they've been together for a little bit. This wasn't a first date.
Yeah. This is not a first date. They're you get that they were boyfriends. Yeah. So that's that. Dan, were you like on LinkedIn or whatever looking for this guy? The lawyer?
Yeah, I mean, so
him. Yeah, he works for he's a public prosecutor with the city of Columbus.
Cool.
Yeah. Other than that, it's like normal profession. Like, there's some stuff about,
No
professional life, nothing weird.
And correct me if I'm wrong, all four people had phones on them, right?
Yeah, all four people have phones on them. You do notice though that under like in his LinkedIn profile, he lists the Horticulture Society as like further down on the page. That's something he does. You also, because you were just looking for him, right? So you do see the Horticulture Society as like one of his like special like volunteer organization things on his LinkedIn resume.
We were looking for him and if he had any obvious out there connection with the politician guy we saw in our earlier vision.
Yeah. So you click on the link. It has the Horticulture Club has a LinkedIn page. Or it takes you to the main website for it. And you do see on the still active Horticulture Club page, Rickard Muller appears multiple times. One of the coming soon development of Cops West updates. So you're on the webpage now. That's kind of like what you see, Columbus Horticulture Society, current president, Rickard Muller.
So, so that's the politician guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we are seeing, some of these threads connect. I mean, they're in the same, kind of club. I feel like we need to get more information on this Horticulture Society.
We've only confirmed that the prosecutor is in the club. Nobody's checked to see if the other people are.
Right, but
we should probably do that.
But he was connected with. He was boyfriends to the other guy, right?
Yeah, so. You do see in there a message from Mitchell to Joy. Just left the gig. God, I hate these engagement sessions. I'll see you at the park tonight.
Interesting.
Dalton was
Yeah.
right.
He does. Sorry the shoot was late. Sorry the shoot was tough. Yeah, LOL. Breeders be basic. So that's, yeah, they you see that.
Well, I agree with Kevin that we got to check out this horticulture society.
Cool. So you're going through like the website and stuff
Yeah.
kind of thoroughly?
Yeah, I want to see if they have like a location.
You do. Muller's name is all over the very, the still active, has a phone number, and if you, because Dan, you, well, give me a, you know what, you can just go. Well, where is your tech and yeah, so you can just go ahead and do this. You find Harcourt's kind of digital signature on the website. Looks like he designed the website for him.
Wow. Okay. That was one of the other bodies. Damn. Okay.
That was the
Missing buddy.
You guys are looking for Hannah Harcourt.
Hannah Harcourt. Okay.
Yeah, like further down on the page. You do the domain query and her name comes up with some details. Her email address and phone number are on the contact us subpage of the website. The contact information for Rickard, though, is in a different town. Not Columbus.
That happens.
So that's that's what you
That's what I see.
that's what you can see on the online without, I mean, you might be able to do more investigation. Kind of tough to do on your phone, sort of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is just like checking up on some stuff in the 45 minutes it took us to get to a place with a shower.
Right.
Yep.
So I mean, now we know.
Get to a shower.
You know, they're like these people that were at the park. They weren't just random people that were taken. They all. It seems like they all met there. You know, we just need to determine, a stronger link as to why. We've determined partially there's this horticulture link to who are
They're
already
doing this development of cops last.
I want to look on Hannah. I want to look on Hannah's like LinkedIn to see if like she has the Horticulture Society listed there too, as like a member. Not that she did work, because like I already know that she did work for them, but like does it like say that she's a member as well?
So the website doesn't really list individual members. Although,
well, it would
LinkedIn though.
There are some pictures of them doing that. You do see a picture of Aisha in like a community garden on the website.
Okay.
And Amy and Byron are there doing it with her in that picture.
Can I tell how old that picture is?
Nah, it's like a digital picture.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not old,
Sometimes there's a timestamp or something,
Oh, gimme. Sure, you can kind of pick apart the website and see if there's you can do tech. Give me an int and roll. I don't know if this really counts as hacking.
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't. Tech rules. That's 7.
You know what? No, and you can just go ahead and do that. I'm looking at your pips now. You can take half. Yeah. I don't know. A few months ago. Maybe like a month or 6 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's more recent. Okay,
More recent. Not like super recent. Yeah, it looks like maybe from the it's nice and sunny and they're in like lighter but long sleeve. You know what I mean? Like light gardening gear. So maybe like from sometime earlier in the summer. Not like early summer, but when it was nicer. Because the plants are kind of growing. You know, it's not like they're just planting raw seed from the ground or anything like that. They're some bloom.
I think our next move is probably to scope out this horticulture society like during the day. Like maybe one or two of us should go. The other two like chill outside and see if they can like recon on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
While the other two are like, you know, hey, we want to join, yada yada yada, and get more information, and you know.
I agree. However, Tyga needs a shower and probably to sleep because I think we've been up for like 36 hours.
Yeah, of course. That's the first move is.
I don't know when we're supposed to rest, but I feel like we're supposed to do that. I don't know. Are there rules? Are there rules for resting and such? Like,
no. I mean, you know, so you'll go to sleep, and then you'll wake up, and then you get if you have any, if you're missing any willpower, you get a willpower back. The only other thing is, you know, time will pass.
Right. Maybe we go back, we shower. Do people have to go to their day jobs since it's a Wednesday?
I
don't have a job, but
PTO.
I prefer the evening.
I put in PTO.
Okay, so basically today we are going our own separate ways, cleaning up, resting, reconvening tomorrow morning to try to do some investigating into this horticulture society.
Yeah, I mean, you can meet up later this evening since Dan said he took PTO, and I don't know what Z's doing, but Kevin's on PTO.
Well, I think it was mostly just so people could sleep since we've been up all night. Like we went straight from this like ritual to
here.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna just the rest of the day to rest.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, a few hours we could. I mean, it's like 7 a.m. now, so like even if we just nap for like 4 hours and then,
like I said, so yeah,
this afternoon.
If you guys are gonna sleep the day and start looking again at night, just let me know that, or if you're just gonna start Thursday, if we're gonna start again Thursday morning.
Z, you're the one who has a job and put you on the company. What do you need to do for your work?
Z probably tells everybody I probably should make an appearance. It is Wednesday.
You've been missing for 2 days already.
Yeah. I would like to join you. Could we maybe do this tomorrow morning so I can sleep after work today?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Great. Sounds like we have a plan.
Okay.
Sure.
All right. Let me drop you all.
Where do like the Garu hang out? Like, I don't really have like an apartment. I don't think. I feel like I have like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're a wild animal.
Yeah.
I hang out with the rest of
Don't we have a safe house?
Black membership.
Didn't Spencer take safe house?
I mean, I have a safe house.
And I also have resources for, so like take your pick of safe house.
My secure safe house is conserving now. Like my service, my business.
I don't think your job where you publicly work at.
Is a safe house.
There's like places to hide in it.
Okay.
You have, so it's part of safe house is, it says obscure safe house.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I will have to redo that, but I have a safe house.
All right. Well, Ashley, you're a wild animal. Tyga's a wild animal and probably just sleeps outside somewhere, I guess.
You could sleep in Dan's. Dan has a fancy apartment, so if he walked in with an exotic-looking dog, I don't know if anybody would really question it.
Yeah, but whatever. We meet up Thursday morning. We'll say at Dan's place. Did anything happen until then, or are we gonna fast forward to that?
Yeah. So, Spencer, while you're at work,
Yes. Yeah.
you're
I show up.
you
I look
see
haggard.
you see you come up, you take a and you come up, and there's someone in a brown uniform, looks like a sheriff,
Oh,
talking
I like
to
my eyes. Yeah.
talking to
Maybe like
You're-
the reception.
nope,
No.
talking to what's his name,
Bill.
Bill.
Okay. Yeah. I approach the situation for sure. And maybe I kind of go up and go, "Hey, is everything okay, officer? How's it going today?" Do I recognize?
Good.
Do I know?
So hi, I'm Deputy Sheriff Gilbert.
Gilbert.
We're looking into I'm looking into a missing persons report. It's that it was part of a horticulture society, and we were looking through some of the records. We saw, what's his name? The
Bill?
conserving nature.
My guy, Bill?
Yeah. We saw Bill's name on. I was just talking to Bill about where he's been over the past couple of days, seeing if he knows anything, heard anything, anybody missing, anything like that. Anybody not showing up for work in a couple of days?
As far as I know, Bill's been here, but I mean, Bill, what's been going on?
He says, well, that's weird because Bill here was telling me that one of your freelance photographers missed an appointment. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Are you talking about Michelle?
No, he said that the photographer's name was Mitchell, but I can see how you get that confused. You probably don't deal with the
Sorry,
day-to-day
it's been a sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night.
Really? Why's that?
I've just been having trouble sleeping. No.
Stress is a real killer. Got to get the 8 hours every day. All right. I understand that you've missed work a couple of days.
Yes.
Where were you? Tell me about your past week.
Well,
Mr. Osmond.
Yeah, I'd rather not get too much into it. As you know, I lost my wife not too long ago, and I can't say I've fully recovered from that.
I see. Well, stress is. Maybe that's why you're not sleeping. Maybe that's why you're having some memory issues right now. Death of a spouse. What? Well,
I like to imagine Zeb is getting he's a little bit defensive, and anger's starting to rising a little bit. So he probably turns to Sheriff Gilbert and goes, Sheriff, if there's any other questions, we're more than happy to help. But if you're accusing anything, might have to...
No one's accusing anything of anyone. There's no need to get defensive, Mr. Awesome. I'm just trying to find out where people were the past 2 days. That way I can rule anybody out immediately.
I turn to Bill and I go, Bill, is this sheriff bothering you?
Oh, well, he was just asking us some questions. I was answering as honestly as I could, trying to help Sheriff Gilman here.
Yeah, well, okay. I guess I'll leave you two to it. And Sheriff, please don't bother Bill either.
Oh, I don't think anybody's bothering anybody. If you pulls out a business card, he gives it to you. He goes, if you remember anything, the memory comes back. Give me a call.
Thanks, I'll get right on that.
I'm sure you will. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you folks any longer. He writes some stuff in her notebook there.
Yeah.
Puts it in her pocket. Goes, all right, well, you folks have a good day. Walks away.
Cool. I turn to Bill and I go, Bill, is that the same sheriff who was there the night my wife,
Oh, I don't know. You'd have to ask her that. I don't really remember.
Feel like I've seen her before. I can't quite put my... it's probably...
I gotta say, though, buddy, I'm not sure he came across super innocent seeming there. I mean, you were missing. You didn't even really give her an alibi of any kind. Oh man, I tried to cover for you, buddy, but you didn't. There's some conflicting stories going on. She might come back.
Sorry, I
gotta get my ducks in a row and make sure that I have proof of where I've been the past few days. You might want to do the same thing, man. I gotta go. We got another. I gotta go take that call with Pentax.
Oh yeah.
I'll see you, buddy.
Okay, good luck, Bill. And I kind of slink off, knowing that I may have let my anger get the best of me.
Okay. Well, we're about halfway through our session right now, so I think everybody needs a bio break. We'll be right back, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Stay tuned, viewers. We'll finish up. Hopefully we'll finish up Act 2. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the ABCs of RPGs, where we teach you how to play your favorite tabletop or brand new tabletop games. I'm your host. I'll be your storyteller. My name's Justin. My pronouns are he, him. We're here with my troupe. I'll let them introduce themselves. We don't need to do a recap on your character. Hopefully they were following from before the stream. If you guys don't know, we're werewolves. Playing Werewolf the Apocalypse by Renegade Games. Start us off, Ashley.
Hi, guys. My name's Ashley. Pronouns are she, her. I'm playing Tyga, Wolfborn Werewolf.
Cool. And I'm Dalton. I've got he, him pronouns. I'm playing a honor warrior werewolf named Benny Grebe, who also has he, him pronouns.
What's up, everyone? I'm Dan. I also have he, him. Kevin, who's just a tech guy who, just turned into a werewolf one day. So, last but not least.
Yeah. I'm Spencer, he, him pronouns, also playing a character named Z Osman, who has he, him pronouns. He's a Philodox Auspice, which is normally he has a lot of intelligence stuff like that, but not using that today.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say with that.
So we're meeting up at Kevin's apartment, right? It's Thursday morning. We're meeting up at Kevin's apartment. I will say I brought coffee for everybody. I stopped at Dunkin' or whatever.
No, Gary got it for us.
Okay, cool.
But Gary, my doorman.
Yeah, he's got that covered.
He gives me coffee and donuts every morning.
Sick.
I give him the money to do it.
Did he get my iced caramel cappuccino?
He never messes up. Gary is perfect. Gary.
Hey, did you leave those phones on airplane mode?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Dan, I assume that you were using the rest of the day to do tech stuff and kind of look up everybody.
Yeah.
So you see you find Mitchell Erickson's name kind of splattered around the gig internet or the gig economy stuff. He's, out there on Fiverr and whatnot. As you were combing through, you find that Aisha worked for a local company as an aerospace engineer. She had been at that company for a long time.
A long time.
Yeah, probably to about where she's getting ready to retire. And you find that Joy Amadou was, of course, a prosecutor with the area. That Jacqueline Bates owned Super Rad Flora. And you saw the text message about her husband having contacted the police. You also see, as you're combing back through, you see a couple of text messages from Aisha's kids about voicing a lot of dislike for, as you're going back through the months. Gardening was fun. Your boss, the director is weird. That guy Rickard is sus. FR.
For real. Yeah.
Okay. So, kind of discouraging messages that are kind of discouraging of the involvement in this organization is the general. And you kind of see that that's a theme throughout all four of these texts in their phones. From Rickard himself, just weird stuff about they need to be as involved as possible, and they're going to get an opportunity to prove their loyalty to the club, stuff like that. Especially those messages came kind of right before, from maybe like a week ago.
Right.
Sus.
So I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
How long does the stand unseen what is it? Blissful ignorance. How long does it last?
Blissful ignorance.
Because I kind of have this idea of me and Dalton, or so Kevin and
Benny
go in while Tyga and Z are snooping around the property. Betty leaves, I stay, and we make it seem oh yeah, we just we left together or whatever. People think I leave. but I'd use the blissful ignorance and I stay there till close and everyone's gone and just like absorb everything, you know?
Is this an ability you have?
Yeah, blissful ignorance. It's a
Wisdom. Oh, okay. It's one
it's
of
a
your
gift. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, spend the willpower point. You're invisible? Do you know what page this is on?
Yeah, let me find it.
By standing completely still, the guru can render themselves invisible to all observers, including monitoring devices and most spirits. A chameleon spirit, Dan, in your case, a cat spirit, granted this gift.
Okay. So you just, I mean, so.
Here's the, that was like the description. Here's the actual like text in like what that means in rules. The guru becomes practically invisible so long as they remain still and silent. Any attempt to spot them is done at a difficulty of 2 plus the gift user's wisdom. Any movement breaks the effect, and attempts to use the gift for ambush are subject to the normal ambush rules, as the target has a chance to spot the attacker before the attack lands. Test wits plus awareness against the attacker's composure and stealth. Duration is 1 scene.
Okay.
So
this is just a long scene.
For that long.
Yeah, so here's how we're going to do this. The scene, I'm going to let you be able to use that for the scene while you're at this. There's not a lot of people. In fact, actually, when you get to the building, there's like nobody there. So you guys are checking out the Horticulture Society, right?
Yes.
Like the address on the website. Yeah. There's like nobody there.
Is it unlocked?
No. It's locked.
What kind of lock is it?
Like
mechanical or electronic?
It's a mechanical lock. Yeah, it's like a key.
Okay.
That's fair. I was also confused.
It's like kind of an older. Yeah, it's kind of like an older building. It doesn't look like security was like a super concern.
Right.
So it's a horticulture club. They have it locked up, and there's probably like maybe some tools, couple offices. It's not a big building either. This is not like a large outfit. Like Z's office is much larger.
So are we talking like a little strip mall like kind of thing, or like what are we talking? Like
downtown, it's over by the conservatory.
I was kind of like imagining like an old converted house.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's one of those old converted houses down in like
Victorian Village or something.
Yeah, Victorian Village or German Village.
Oh wow.
Like that, right by the.
So we gotta be real.
Oh yeah, we gotta be people.
Yeah, we gotta be.
Yeah, you can't just roll in Krynos like.
No.
it's like 8 a.m, right? Like this is like 9 o'clock or whatever. You guys are getting there at the start of business. Yeah, you can't just Krynos down in the middle of German Village.
I mean, we could.
People are gonna notice.
So what time
So
is the horticulture? How long has the horticulture center supposed to have been open for when we get there?
By 9 o'clock, you really kind of would have expected at least maybe one person to be there doing some stuff, to take like mail and do any scheduling. Like I said, it's not a big outfit, largely done by, from the website, that most of the work is done by volunteers or retirees. It's been around for a little while, but it looks like, Rickard took over the last year or so. They have he made sure to list the accomplishments that he kind of done, which is, how you're guessing he became the new president. with some community gardens and that kind of thing. As you're scoping the website, though, you do notice those when you were looking for those timestamps on the picture. You also notice like kind of a digital watermark where Hannah's name is on it. So she must have been the one taking most of these pictures and setting up the website and stuff like that. So maybe Hannah would have been there under normal circumstances. But yeah, it's locked right now, and there's nobody. It doesn't, you ring the doorbell, nobody really seems to come.
Yeah, was there like an event calendar on the website or something? Like maybe they're doing an event today. Do we know?
Yeah, there is an event calendar. There's nothing
scheduled.
There's nothing scheduled today. This would have been like a normal. Yeah, most of the events fall on the weekend. Again, like there were things like community garden events, that sort of thing. While you're searching the Dan, give me like give me another tech and int check.
Tech and int. So that would be. What am I doing with tech specifically again? I wouldn't say you're hacking, but this is part of your research on. Got it. So I told you on the website, he has an out of town address. And, you're crafty. You'd be like, well, I mean, he has the heart, he's the leader of this thing now. He probably lives in town somewhere. This is probably. Yeah. So I got, 6. And you also do have Harcourt's home address. You have everybody you have her home address. You also have the home addresses of the other 4 victims.
Yeah.
So I got 6. I got 6 successes.
Oh, awesome! Yeah. So you find out that you get into the county's website, kind of get in there, and you find his new address. You also you find out where he lives now presently, and you find basically most of his personal details at this point, where he worked before, that sort of thing. So you now have his home address. It's not here, it's not too far away, but you do see somebody walking up now, maybe about 9:30, something like that. Somebody with a coffee walking up. Are you guys here to help with the horticulture club?
Yeah.
You trying to sign up for volunteer? Oh, that's a little weird.
We're all interested in joining.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, we just ask you to sign up for the events on the, but yeah, I'm always happy to have people come in. People have been so busy lately with the Top Quest development. I'm the secretary here. I'm Regina Phalange, and Rick is gonna probably be cross with me. I'm late. He's been so cross with everyone lately.
Well, Regina, it's nice to meet you. I'm Benny. This is Kevin, Tyga, and Z. Z is actually how we heard about you. He works with
Hannah. Yes, Hannah.
Yeah.
Hannah. Now. Oh, glad we could get things together. Oh, good. Working together for the environment. Mm-hmm.
There's lots of potential between our two company and club. So.
It's weird. We've had a lot of drop-by visitors. Just yesterday, actually. Aisha's kids showed up. They were looking for her. Must have been on break from class over at Ohio State. But they were almost kind of yelling at me, it seemed like at first. They thought I was holding off, not telling them where her mom was. And I said, well, she comes and goes. She's a strong, independent woman. I know Aisha from years back. We met at Ohio State together. There weren't a lot of women there at the time, you see, especially in the sciences. He was dating a man named Timothy then. He was tall, very tall. And he wore an onion around himself, which was the style at the time. So anyway, we had to go get some change. The nickels had bees on them at the time. You'd say, give me 5 bees for a quarter.
Well, ma'am, why don't you get inside and we start to see how we can maybe help out today.
I wanted to do an insight check on everything she's saying. See, and I want
she just kind of trailed off as like old people have a habit of doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a senior moment there.
Okay. All right.
Regina.
You also think that, she aside from the stuff that you guys already kind of know, she might not have much more
than that.
Okay.
She's just some elderly woman that volunteered for.
Would you like help inside, Regina?
No, I can make my own way.
I'll at least get the door.
Feel independent.
Of course you are.
Probably been independent enough to take you home and show you a thing or two, young man?
Oh, my. And he touches his hand. He might still wear his wedding ring. So he just goes, maybe in the future.
Okay, well, you give me a call, handsome. She gives you a little wink. You're getting uncomfortably hit on by an old lady right now, buddy. So what do you guys want to do?
I mean, if she'll
remember what you said about the kids showing up.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if she'll let us in.
Come in. She unlocks the door. She's like, well, that's usually where Richard comes in. He left his door open. He's been so unlike himself the past few months.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. He became president of the club, and he got so involved with the Cop West development. We got so much done when he, leading up to it, and then he sometimes when people get passionate about things, it can be a little bit of a turn off. They're so very focused.
I want to
forgive the mess in his room. She kind of closes the door. She doesn't lock it, but she closes the door. He's usually such a tidy man.
Yeah, I want to side eye Kevin and be like, we gotta check out that room.
I say, excuse me, do you have a restroom here?
Down the hall.
Okay. And I go to the restroom, and is there a stall?
No, it's like a house bathroom.
A house bathroom?
Yeah, there's actually a shower in it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I go into the shower.
Okay.
And I use blissful ignorance.
Okay.
You're just gonna stand there completely still for
8 hours?
Yeah.
You're committing now. I thought you would have come back later.
Nah. This is the perfect time.
All right.
So
I looked over.
she's gonna forget that you were there, or is she gonna be like, where the heck did Kevin go?
So that's what I kind of side eye side eye Benny as I'm walking away. I'm like, yeah, I'll be in the bathroom. I might be a minute.
Mhm.
Walk away.
Yeah, so
I sent back an over exaggerated wink. Like,
Yeah.
she's pointing. She's she's showing you around the office. She's pointing to things. And she goes, well, I mean, if we don't, I've gotten you all signed up, and you'll be on the mailing list. And I would have expected you to have been here by now. He may be at his house. I wonder if he's sick. Oh my! I'll call him later.
Run to the bathroom. I'll be back, Regina.
Okay. Well, I mean, yes, you just throw yourselves out. I'm going to do some work.
Okay, thank you,
She just
Regina.
starts, boots up the computer and just drinking her tea and
yeah,
doing very boring things, and it proceeds to be very boring.
Is she inside of Richard's office still?
No. There's like a desk kind of at the front, like in the entry hall. Like she kind of has like set up. It's kind of like their entry office and stuff like that.
I'd like to go into Richard's office then and shut the door behind me.
While she's doing that, can I actually sit down with Regina and like try to spark up like a mundane conversation with her to maybe like distract her from any other things that are going on?
Yeah, you do. You do. She tells you rambling stories that go nowhere.
Tell me more about those nickels, Regina.
I had to take, it was a bee to get to Shelbyville, which is what they called Lawrenceville at the time. You had to take the ferry.
Oh,
yeah. She basically tells you grandpa's
in
story.
Columbus, Ohio.
This is her nonsense story. She's being distracted. Yeah. So while you're in the shower, standing perfectly still. Don't forget to mark your willpower. Yeah. So you see a list on his. It's really kind of disheveled. It smells a little weird too. Like smells a little bit like Comic-Con in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Like maybe Rickard's neglecting personal hygiene issues. There's like food
Smells like
on some of the
French fries when you leave them in your car.
Yeah, it smells like French fries when you leave them in your car, and there's like like
or a neat.
Yeah. There's like food stains on some of the papers, and but you do find and actually, are you in your human form right now?
Yes.
Okay. There's a weird smell here. I don't know, a little musky actually on some of the papers even. Especially where there's like
there was like a list.
Huh?
Did you say there was a list?
Yeah, the list has like a little bit of a musk on it. You also see that there's a name. You see it's several names, and you see these names on the list.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, perfect. So you take a picture of it with your phone. You notice though that Madeline Wilson and Anon Prashesh, their names are crossed out. Their names are crossed out. And at the very bottom, you also notice, so the list has actually been printed off the computer.
Mm-hmm.
The strikeouts are done in pen. with blue pen. You notice, so you know it's pen proper. And also in blue ink at the bottom of the list, you see Hannah's name. Hannah Harcourt was written in by hand. On the back of this list, so that's kind of it. That's really all that you find of. You see on the back of the list, it says. I'll just type it so you guys have it. There is no laptop in the room, which seems odd because it's an office.
And there's no desktop computer either?
Nope.
Is there a printer?
Yeah, there's like a printer. There's like the rest of the office stuff. It just looks like...
That's missing?
Yeah.
Is there anything on the printer?
No. It's just like a normal printer. There's nothing in like the scanner tray or anything like that. We're going to go back to Z and Regina. She's like, well, wait a second. I really must be getting to work. But you must please excuse me. Where did my friends go? Yeah, the doors shut or open, front doors. They must still be here. I'm going to go look for them.
Oh, no, Regina. Hey, have I told you that your eyes, I just think they're just such a beautiful color, actually.
Thank you, but I'll let you look deep into them after work hours. But for now, I really must be... We have some orders to fulfill. We need to order some shovels. The shovels we had are missing. I don't know what happened.
How do you usually order shovels? Do you have an online service that you usually do?
Yeah, we just, I called up Home Depot and they bring me shovels. Well, this is odd questions, young man.
No, we're
I'm going to have to ask you to leave now, sir.
Leave? Regina, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you or anything like that. I was just trying to be engaging in conversation.
And you were sweet, very sweet young man, but I must be getting on with my day. If you don't leave, I will have to call the police, and it's a shame because you were signed up and you just seem so pleasant. And yes, you are. Excuse me. Excuse me. You all must. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the office now.
Of course, Regina. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you in that way.
That's quite all right. To the front door is there, and she opens the doors. She proceeds to start walking upstairs towards Ricker's office.
Okay. Oh, Regina, hold on. I think my companions. I think I might have already heard they left though.
No, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
the front door is right there. My desk is right here. I would have seen this.
I
need my readers, but my eyes aren't that bad.
Yeah, I'll say very loudly, hopefully so Tyga can hear and Kevin can hear. Regina, we're headed out. Bye. And I literally grab Z by the scruff and pull him out the door.
Cool.
I stay motionless.
Yep, she is headed up to the office.
I'm still in the shower.
You hear? I know. I understand. Kevin is invisible in the shower.
Did I hear?
Yeah, you're hearing footsteps come up the. You're hearing her. I mean, she's doing it slowly because she's old, but you hear her on the stairs. So.
I'd like to slip out of the office and start heading down the stairs.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she says, "Oh, there you are, young lady. Okay, your friends just left."
Thank you. I'm so sorry. It's that time of the month between you and me. I just needed a minute.
Dearie, yes, I understand. I haven't had my women times in quite some time, but that
must
remember.
Be nice. I'm glad. I'm happy.
Oh, the
for you.
change was terrible. The hot flashes.
Do dogs? Do canines?
I'm so sorry.
menstruate on the same like 28-day cycle that humans do?
No, they go into heat every 6 months, and they don't menstruate in terms of like they don't like there's some bleeding, but they don't fully shed the uterine lining.
I like to think then that your Taiga said it's that time every half year.
Every half year.
Oh, you're going through the change as well. Young, so young. Oh, anyway, where's that other fella?
Okay, I've had kids.
He went to the bathroom. The bathroom.
He told me he was having some food poisoning, so he actually left already.
Oh, good. I'm glad he didn't do a stinker up in my bathroom.
Oh, he kind of did. I'm really sorry.
Oh, no. Okay, well.
I'd avoid it.
Time to do a little spray. I'll see you later, honey. She opens the door, and she's like, oh, cool. Am I? She sprays the thing. She opens the
shower.
The shower, just sprays like all up in your face because he doesn't see you. He's just spraying around indiscriminately. Give me a stamina and composure roll, Kevin.
Okay. Okay.
As like the Febreze just gets rocketed right in your face.
Okay. My composure's a 3, my stamina's a 2. So
Not bad.
4, 5, D10 greater than 6.
Oh, cool.
Let's
You
go.
you don't even so much as cough. You do get a face full of Febreze, but you don't cough. You're
inexperienced with this issue. I've taken facefuls of Febreze plenty of times.
And you remain invisible. He doesn't.
What scenarios made you go through that?
You don't want to know.
Well, I wanted to
Yeah,
see fun
all right.
with this. Anyway, so you do that. She goes back downstairs and she presses the speaker button. She calls up and you hear him like, "What? Oh, Mr. Muller, I was just calling to see if you were coming in today." "No, I'm fucking sick. What do you want, Regina?" "Oh, you're sick. Can I send you some soup?" No soup." "Well, do you need me to come by and bring you some? No, don't come by my house. Do not come by my apartment. Don't come by. Whatever you do, it's bad. Just COVID. And just fuck off." Click.
My God. So does Dan hear this? Does Kevin hear this?
Yeah, Dan hears all of this because it was on speakerphone and he was kind of screaming into the thing.
Beautiful. Delightful.
Okay. So, what you guys gonna do now? You guys are out. We're back outside.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin got this information pretty quickly, luckily. So you have the list. You know where he lives.
Yeah.
You know he told Regina specifically not to come by.
Yeah, I figure like the three of us, like Taiga, Benny, and Z, we're outside kind of talking like, what are we going to fucking do about Kevin? He's just still in there. And then like a few minutes later, Kevin just like walks out the front door and is like, guys, you're not going to believe what I just heard.
Perfect.
How'd you get by Regina?
Oh, she's an old lady. I just told her she was dreaming me, and she was like, "Oh, okay."
I can't speak to
Regina was crying after the experience if you didn't notice, Kevin.
Yeah. It was a real nasty phone call. I've honestly I've seen people be chewed out by executives like that before. Yeah, honestly, she's experienced this before because that's less of a breakdown than I would have anticipated. So. She done been through this before, and she's still crying because this guy's a jackass.
just some quick role playing for fun. I imagine that I took this picture of this list and I texted it, and it's like a group chat on GroupMe that's named like the Wolf Pack or something like that.
Perfect.
It's like super obvious.
Super secret wolf pack.
Yeah, super secret wolf pack. And I'm like, hey guys, I did some super secret sleuthing.
I
get it.
I'm doing this while I'm with you guys all in person.
I have a question for you, Ash. Since Taiga's illiterate, is this all emojis?
Oh yeah. You don't know how to do any.
It's in emojis. It's
just gobbledygook. He's typing words. It's just gobbledygook.
It's just gibberish, but then you see the picture because I can still send
I like
the photo.
I like to think that she's learned like a couple of words. Like she's learned like dog, house, run, but she doesn't know how to string together a sentence. So I would imagine that a text would be like a caveman talking, like very like
Sound paper.
Dog.
Yeah.
Maybe
Like
the wolf emoji and then like an eyeglass emoji.
I like to imagine all our phones make the ding notification that we all got it, and maybe we all look at the same time, and then we all just look up at Taiga.
ding.
Yeah, do you guys know what this list says? It seemed important.
Yes, Taiga, these are a list of names. Probably a hit list.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll to see if my picture was like actually legible and that these?
No, it's fine. You understand how to take a picture. They taught you how to use a phone. They taught you to use emojis.
Yeah.
So it's just a string of like broken words and emojis.
Yeah.
And
Great.
you
got the idea.
Her, she's like everybody's looking at her at Taiga, who is beaming, very proud of herself.
Yes. So
I did a human.
If Taiga's okay with it, I do like maybe I like reach out and pat her on the back and I go, "Great job, Taiga."
If I had a tail, it would be wagging.
Who's a good girl?
So now, what do you guys want to do?
I think we go to that guy's house.
Absolutely, we know his address now, right? So,
yep.
Yeah, let's go to Rickard's house.
Is Kevin doing some researching of these names on the way?
Z does have some. Z does want to talk to Kevin about something on the way there too, but
okay. You're looking them up on like LinkedIn. They seem like regular people.
Are they part of the horticulture club?
No.
They're just randos.
Actually, so you do find out after a little bit more digging that they're former members.
Oh.
Yeah, like so on one of their on their on their like they have on their LinkedIn with their volunteer stuff, you see up about like 6-8 months ago is when
they all leave at the same time,
or like if it's in a like a year format kind of thing, it's like the current year.
Sorry guys, I had to run to the restroom real quick.
You found out that these guys are all the names on the list are Kevin. You did the research and you found that they're all former members of the horticulture club.
Got it.
Z.
Okay, so you get to the house. Oh, sorry. Does he need to do something?
He was just going to turn to Kevin. I like to imagine this is on the drive there. Like Z has his coffee now. He's a little bit awake, and he goes, "Hey, Kevin. So there was a sheriff that stopped by my work yesterday. Asking Bill a lot of questions where he's been, where I've been, and well, I didn't quite give a good alibi.
Awesome.
I'm not sure if you can help me out with anything like that. It was Sheriff Gilbert.
Okay, let me see if I can hack into the case files. See if they save it.
You guys get over to Hilltop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's in one of those like less, those one of those rehabbed crack houses that were over in Hilltop. Little 2-bedroom. Kind of dealio.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a smaller house.
Should I do because that's technically a ritual. It's the forgetful record.
Okay.
Can I do that real quick to
it's an actual thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it's one of my rights.
Investigation.
Yeah.
That's a right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Forgetful record. Okay. Right systems. There we go. Right of abjuration. Or is that a gift?
It's page 182.
Thank you. Perfect. Right of the forgetful record. The world being what it is, Garou find themselves in things affairs of law and breaking it very often. Faces get caught on surveillance. DNA is left at crime sites. Okay.
We kind of did that.
It can't make a living being forget anything. It causes a huge increase in corrupted data, lost samples, and misfiled reports.
No.
So I'm thinking like her report of the situation got messed up, and maybe 3 weeks later she forgets about it, comes back to access the information, is like, oh wait, what did this guy say, or it's something like that, right? I don't know.
Yeah. So it would be like the DNA, if there was some DNA samples that were getting shipped somewhere from a lab, let's say the person transporting them would get into a car accident, or drop the sample, or the test wouldn't be done right. If it was information saved on a computer, there would be a malfunction in the hard drive that caused the data to get wiped, or corrupted beyond use. If you filed a report on this, it would have been sent to the wrong office, and they'd be like, I don't know where the fuck it went.
Cool.
So if you guys were getting chased, you could do the right of the forgetful record, and her body cam footage and car cam footage would be corrupted, and it wouldn't show up.
Right.
She herself isn't going to forget Zion.
Right. But that's what I was just kind of going for, because I'm thinking that he probably became a person of interest or something,
Mm-hmm. Maybe, yeah. So when she wrote down your name, and when she closed the book because it was still wet, now she can't really read your name anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to do that right now, since we're driving somewhere. It's a rite. It's a ritual that has to be performed.
Okay.
Yeah. This is going to take time. You can do it. You can't do it right now, though.
We'll do it later. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
But you do have it. So in Hilltop, at his house, it's lunchtime.
His house is in Hilltop.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a rehabbed crack house. He said that.
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The book says it's supposed to be in a area of town that was bad. That is no longer so.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
I'd say maybe you guys are parking on the next street over, and I'm like, why aren't we parking in the driveway?
Because we don't want to be noticed. You know how to track things. I know you're not an idiot.
I want to
That's
be sure.
that's a bad dog. That's bad.
Oh. No, you don't. It's not bad. She's not. I turned to Tyga. You're not bad. It's okay. There's just some things that you. This is just so they don't see our car. And if we have to make a quick escape, it's not right in front of their house.
Another cat spirit has graced me with their presence.
Oh, Ollie.
And it's because I said bad dog. The cat spirit liked that and has given me his graces.
Oh my god, I love that.
He's like, yes.
I'd like to kind of go around the back. Is there a fenced-in yard?
I mean, it's like one of those like low chain link dealios. Like maybe the previous owner. It looks, there's a chain link fence. It looks like it'd be able to keep maybe dogs in, but not much else.
Is it locked?
Well, that's one of those like
you can step over. It's only like a yard tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 3 feet. Like and it's not like locked. It's just like one of those little like U-shaped things.
Yes, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's not going to keep people. It's not going to keep a person out that wants to get in.
How's it smell at this guy's house?
Not. You smell. You smell urine.
You smell?
Yeah, you smell musk and dog urine.
Ooh.
There's spots in the yard, from dogs like pissing and shitting just out in the yard.
Gross.
The windows are like dusty. Like it doesn't look like
they've been opened in a long time.
Yeah, in a little while. Like it was okay at one point. It was like nice, but it doesn't look like upkeep on the house has been done in several months. The grass is what hasn't been killed by dog urine is overgrown. It doesn't look like the windows have been cleaned in quite some time.
How active is the neighborhood? Like, are there a lot of people out and around? Like, are there people like going for jogs, walking dogs, or is it pretty low key?
Well, it is Thursday in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
So it's not hyper active. Thursday in the middle of the day. It's not super active.
Is there a car in the driveway?
No, there's not.
A garage?
It's like a carport.
And there's nothing under the carport either.
Nope. None of that.
Does he have like this might be something Kevin could check for, like any like security system we could see?
Yeah.
Ring doorbell?
No, there's no cameras on the outside.
All right, sounds like we get to do a little B&E.
We love a little B&E. This brings me back to my college days. I'm saying this is Kevin.
Back when Kevin would do a little B&E.
I just try the doorknob.
A little casual B&E.
You actually do see somebody passing by. Hey, you moving into the house? You guys looking by that? That guy who lives there is an asshole. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like walks off.
Good to know. He's not an upstanding member of his neighborhood.
Nobody likes Richard. Rickard?
Was he like Rick Deckard's evil twin brother or something? Evil cousin? Oh, enjoy the ASMR of the cat spirit.
Was that
he?
That was perfect.
A little bit.
Yeah. So there's like unpicked up dog shit on the lawn. What are you guys gonna do now? You guys gonna break in?
I think so. Anybody opposed?
Doorknob. Is it locked?
Yeah, it's locked. It is locked.
I turn to you guys and I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's locked.
Is there like a back door?
Yeah.
Where you?
Yeah. There's a back door.
Okay. I want to go to the back door and try to. I guess probably just kick in the back door.
Yep.
You're just gonna kick it in.
We
Okay.
can probably look for like a key. He might have one of those little fake.
Like a rock.
You can look for a fake rock. I'm just gonna break the door down.
I look for a fake rock and under the doormat.
Did anybody take any larceny?
Did I? I did. I have 1 point in larceny. I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there?
No larceny for Kevin. Kevin's a stand-up individual.
All right. Give me an investigation plus intelligence.
Okay.
Since you're looking for it.
No,
you get
I
two
was.
dice.
I mean, I was just gonna glabro up and try to break the door down.
Yeah. Give me a strength and.
I fail anyways.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So first, I'm gonna roll a D10 for a rage check
Cool.
to glabro up.
To glabro up.
All right, you're glabroed up.
I glabro up, and I go to try and break the door down. You said strength plus what?
Brawl
Strength plus
or
brawl.
athletics? Yeah, athletics.
Yeah,
It's like just a physical test.
bonus.
Yeah.
So you get, what do you have? What's that pool make?
So
That
I got
makes it
3 strength, 2 athletics, and then
2 more because you're glabro.
2 more because I'm glabro for a total of 7. Total of 7 dice.
Yeah. Yeah, roll it. Roll them 7 dice.
Only 4 successes.
And it's not really like a real tough door.
Yeah, so Taiga is like rooting around looking for a key, and I just like wolf out a little bit and just break the door down, break it.
I imagine maybe that's why Tyga had no luck, was she like heard the door crunch and she's like, damn it.
Yeah. Well, so there wasn't, you didn't find it, but a key falls from the top of the door down.
Well,
After you kicked it in.
Yeah. The force knocked the key off because it keeps it up above the door.
Hey, look, there's the key.
found
I
it.
rolled to see if there was a key. There was a key.
Oh,
But you kicked it in. I just thought that was a funny way to resolve that. Yeah. So because you are in characters. Okay.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
you guys are
I don't like
inside.
you reading that. Whatever that meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are inside now.
Can I turn into my lupus form?
You certainly can.
How's it smell?
Oh, actually, give me a. I'm really hoping you do this. You get to give me an intelligence plus intelligence, awareness plus intelligence roll.
Nice.
I'm not smart.
That's okay. You're in wolf form, so
That helps.
I don't get anything for that. It's just-
give yourself one more.
Okay. If you say so.
As a side,
3 successes.
Oh, awesome. Great. Oh. You know how I said that there was like the funk in the office?
I know, I wanted to smell it as a wolf, but
That's
Regina
okay.
was coming.
It's way stronger. There he is. It smells like Comic-Con up in that bitch. It's an impact word. You do pick up Muller's scent though. It's a few hours old.
I do. It's a few hours old. Okay.
Yep. So, because you got 3 successes, you also know that the odors of multiple canines are present.
Oh,
How old
but-
are those? Can I tell?
old. In fact, they're so old, there's a little bit of decay on the dog scent. And because you got a third one, you smell old blood and viscera.
Can I follow that scent?
It's like pervasive through the whole thing.
Okay. It's not like a trail to follow.
Yeah, it's as you're walking through, you can tell that it is getting stronger, kind of as you get more toward the bedroom. It looks like Muller was once a clean person, but there's like piles of old takeout boxes and beer bottles, kind of just like lying around. He had like art on the wall. Like he was like a normal, like it looks like a regular kind of dude that kept like a pretty nice house. But the art that was on the walls, like it's like smacked in half or pulled down and thrown into these like trash heaps on the floor. Like you go into one of the bathrooms and it's just, I mean, it's like, it's gnarly. His toothbrush is on the floor.
Yeah.
There are these piles of cracks that have accumulated around the house with paths that lead to various other parts of the house. One such path goes from the bedroom. You see it goes from one of the bedrooms over to the couch, from the couch into the kitchen. There's also, you can smell like his sleep sweat on the couch.
Yeah. So he has been
Yeah.
sleeping in his bed.
He's been sleeping on the couch a lot.
Interesting.
You know that. And in front of the couch is an old laptop.
Bit of wine at it to, I don't know, see if I can draw over everyone
to
else.
Kevin.
Yeah, there's an old laptop that's plugged into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed Tyga whining at the laptop, and I say, "Didn't somebody find a password marked down somewhere,
Um,
or what might have been a
I don't know.
password?" It was like words and had a number in it. That screams password to me.
that does scream password.
Now, so the only person who saw this on the back of the paper was
Tyga.
Tyga.
Didn't she
Did
post a
Tyga send
picture of
that as part of her picture message because it was on the back of the paper? Okay. Yep.
I sent both sides of the paper. So
Okay. So you
Okay.
guys know about this this series
I
of
know what was
letters and numbers. MULL3R.
Yeah, I guess I'll open up the laptop, see if it turns on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It turns on.
Cool. I get to some login screen, and I'll try to type in the password-esque thing.
You are in. It opens up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I kind of
I kind of
step aside.
I walk over to Benny and I say, "I'm sorry. I was in my own little world for a second there. Here, let me take care of this."
Okay, perfect. So you see a folder. You see some icons for older video games, and he's got some folders saved right on the desktop. One of them is labeled Development Cops West.
That
Okay.
seems important.
Well, I open
open
that
it?
folder.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. There's city paperwork. It looks like file. There's several files saved, and some of them are labeled, permit, blah blah blah. Like it looks like a lot of formal documents for the city related to Cops West as you start like opening stuff up. And then you notice a folder, and each one of these names on the list is in the folder, as well as the names of the 4 other victims and of course Hannah Harcourt. And I'm guessing you open those files. There's separate folders in the.
Yeah, I go through like everything.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So there's like detailed records of who these people are. Like he abused his position at some point to get into public records on these people.
This is creepy.
Previous addresses.
Yeah.
Schedules of where they go during the week. Like, like 9 a.m. went to this place, 10 a.m. still there, 11 a.m. went to lunch, blah, 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 friends with so-and-so, known associates, stuff like that. Like, this is a lot of detail on these people. Like, this is weird. This is definitely serial killer vibe.
Yeah, like stalker level shit.
Mm-hmm. Stalker level shit for sure.
Yeah.
You open up the browser you go into. This is actually his work
account.
Yeah, his work account. You're in his email.
Do you check his Google?
A lot of it just a lot of it's spam. His inbox, a lot of his inbox is spam. You checking all the folders, like inbox?
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay. No, I just want to like make sure I know what you're doing when you're in there. Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
you actually see in the sent folder there's multiple emails that have been marked urgent, sent to Madeline Wilson.
Mm.
And from the timestamps, it was first sent to Madeline Wilson, and then second to Anand Prakash. And the most recent one marked urgent is sent to someone named Bridget Van Gelder. You notice that all of these emails are scheduled to meet them in.
Did they have like locations listed on like?
Yeah. He's actually inviting them over to dinner. So look, you're in the location.
Okay.
There's email in there scheduling, meeting up with the other at Cops West.
I mean, is there anything that like would be outside of other than the obvious, like he has all this like serial killer like level information on them? Like, is there any kind of communication that like would seem outside of the bounds of?
No, it's normal stuff about permitting and all sorts of crap like that.
All right.
Related to Cops West or and then it gets more kind of normal as you check further back to the point where you only go a few months back because it's relatively maybe a year, but anything beyond a year is just super normal. So yeah, there still is the path. There's still the kitchen. There is the bedroom.
Go to the bedrooms.
Yep, there are 2 bedrooms. Yeah, more toward the
whichever one stinks more.
I will say we've got about 5 minutes left.
Yeah. Do we want to? So we might have to have a 2-parter here for Act 2. And we can explore the rest of the house when we come back.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Cool. Is there any like wrap up stuff?
No, we can since we finished the session. Everybody gets 3. Your participation, your use of your skills to the best of your ability, and I remember laughing a fair amount, so everybody gets a point for that for being clever. And And what did we all learn? Let's looking at the screen. Benny, start us off with what you learned.
What did I learn? I learned that we'll say that Z is not a good criminal or a good flirt.
That was literally going to be me. I was going to be like, Z needs to learn to shut his mouth.
Okay. All right, you two get you get an experience.
I don't feel like.
Yeah. I think
What did Kevin learn?
the all the connections between all
The victims.
all the victims, seeing how they're all a part of the horticulture society. Like there's something bigger here. This is a bigger issue that's affected more people, right? So.
Okay. And actually, what did Taiga learn?
Taiga was really proud of her ability to take a photo of something important and send it in the group chat. And then she also learned, but hasn't relayed this to the rest of the party, that dogs used to be living in this household, but they've been missing for some time. And she is worried that they are the dogs that were in the burn pit.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So everybody will get 4 more experience from this session.
While we're here talking about it and we have a couple minutes, what do we do with the experience?
That's a great question. So
Page
and
111.
Yes.
Or sorry, 110.
So you use your experience to buy things, buy tips or new things. So each thing that you would, whether it's an attribute or a skill, get a new specialty, renown, something like that, increase your renown, costs a certain amount. And that table is on 110.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, to increase one of your base attributes, you're going to increase your strength. It would be you would need experience equal to the new level that you want to get times 5. So if you are increasing it to 5, you would need 25 experience to do.
Okay.
To increase a skill, it's the new level times 3. So if you're getting a brand new skill, you need 3. Or if you're getting a new specialty, it's also 3. If you are increasing the skill from 1 to 2, for example, it would be 6. 2 is the new pip. And you're getting your second pip multiplied by 3.
Okay.
Advantages are also 3 per dot. A new gift is the new gift amount times 2. A new right is 5. And increasing your Karen value is the new level of the Karen times 5. I think I've been pretty generous. So everybody has 8.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be able to maybe do something like that. We also were gifting items that made sense to me. The other thing is that, honestly, and if your players are really not putting in the effort, it says that, storytellers don't feel that you always have to award each one of these. 2 is a very typical number of experience. The experience that you get is, generally speaking, because it's not like you learn a new language overnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unlike many other tabletop RPGs, where you kind of get stuff kind of almost instantaneously. You also need to be able to justify your game. So if it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to spend it on this new right. Well, who taught you the right? Did you perform the right with an older, more experienced Garu, or some sort of phase. That would like your when you increase something, you have to have like good justification, so it's much easier to justify skills that you already have, like, oh, I'm just getting better at this, represents my natural progression of mastery over the subject.
Mm-hmm.
Renown is also kind of a little tricky sort of deal. What did you do that is renowned? Like, what would have gotten you that renown in game? So like, if you killed a vampire, and you're like, I want more glory. Yep.
Okay.
Or if you went to the cairn, like, also if you're using kind of that alternative progression, or you want to throw in multiple kinds of progression, especially if you're going to have a more condensed storyline and you want your characters to enjoy the benefits of leveling up, you came back to a cairn with, the ashes of the vampire or proof of their death, you would get glory or something like that. You might get a pit of glory. Each person might get glory. Likewise, sabotaging a Pentex plant or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but like the idea though is that we have to come up with some narrative justification for how we're spending our experience points. We can't just grab things willy-nilly.
Yep.
Guys, I'm engaged in combat with the cat spirit.
Yeah, you engage in combat with the spirit, an entity of the worm, and you slay it. That would get you, glory or honor or something.
Yeah, very cool.
And they actually, so in the book, they also noticed that they encourage the storyteller to be kind of generous when it comes to renown. Like, if they do something cool in combat, give them the glory point. And it isn't like a use it or lose it. Like, maybe it happens now, but the recognition will come later when the pack learns of the deed.
Yeah.
It's not a use it or lose it kind of deal. Renown comes in its own good time, but
See, that's why, I originally wanted to do, renown, because I wanted to get into the honor tree just for some gifts and stuff later on. But I don't really feel like I've done anything yet. So maybe I'll do that later.
Yep, perfect. And if you feel like it's deserved, voice that, and we'll see. But if you have the experience points to justify why you think you should increase your renown for any reason.
Cool. Well, definitely something to keep in mind.
Okay, Dan? Did you lose the fight?
The cat spirit is mighty. He has chomped down on me a couple of times.
Ooh, overstimulation.
He's very overstimulated.
But
I was gonna say,
sounds like we're gonna come back next week for finishing up exploring this house, what's going on in there, and then moving on to Act 3.
Yeah, we may finish up next week. We may not. It might be 2 more weeks, but yep.
Cool.
Awesome. By the way, Ashley, sitting back in that chair, there's like a little pillow at the top. The entire time, all I could think of is that it looked like you had little wolf ears above your little. Yeah, look, little peek out. Little peek out like that. Yeah, look at that. You got little wolf ears coming out.
All right. Well, I think it's time for attributions. I know we don't have a ton this time around. We didn't really have anything. Yes, thank you to Roll20.
We've been doing our rolls in there. I know we haven't been showing it on screen, but Roll20 is super nice. Just to at least have an online site for us to all see our rolls. And like we found out earlier, you can put a greater than sign, so it does successes instead of totals, which is great. So
yeah, learning the dice macros and how to actually type those out has made a lot of automating stuff handy.
That's super cool.
HeroForge, thank you. We are our characters that we've made in there, we use that for our banners and tokens and such, so they always look incredible, and HeroForge is constantly adding stuff. They recently added facial features, like you can actually manually adjust your face and stuff like that. I didn't realize because we actually have like the paid membership, but it just got released to the public, so everybody can do that now. So, super cool.
Yeah, thanks to Renegade Games for keeping the World of Darkness property alive and active and stuff. Appreciate that.
Just continuing on with Roll20 Humble Bundle, while the World of Darkness bundle kind of ended at the end of October, the Roll20 one's still going, and they just added more stuff. So I know I mentioned before that they had Cyberpunk maps in it. Now they have the full Cyberpunk Red book, I believe, available for it, along with Starfinder's core rulebook, Star Trek Adventures core rulebook, Dragonbane. So they added a bunch of core rulebooks other than just the starter sets they had. So
keep an eye out on some of our other social channels. YouTube, we are uploading some of our favorite moments from our Cats of Cthulhu game. Those went up last week, and I think there's another video of that going up. And also a whole bunch of how to play videos and clarifications covering some of our experience with Cats of Cthulhu. So if you had any questions, wanted to learn about that game, all of those videos are up on our YouTube channel to check out.
And always just you can feel free to leave a comment. We're active. So if you watch a how-to video, maybe we didn't explain something as clearly as we could, more than happy to add some extra clarification. So
all right. Well, I think
Absolutely.
we'll see you guys all next time.
Okay.
Keep on learning.
See you guys
Keep on
later.
learning. Thanks for tuning in.
keep on
Let the cat spirits be with you.